Friends, enemies, and those who remain undecided, welcome back. This is Jack. Now, I'm going to let y'all in on a little secret. Something y'all need to know about me if you're going to be watching my channel on the regular is I've got a big brain. I've got the biggest brain. I've got the bestest, biggest brain, and this big brain has come up with an answer to a problem I've been having on this speedrun competition against my little sister. It was staring me right in the face. Now, this I don't expect to beat the time. This is me testing a heavy time save if I can pull it off. If not, there is a slight time save I will be able to do if I do not pull it off. Now, you might be thinking, Jack, what the hell is going on with your brain? Why is it so fucking large? Well, you see this big head of mine? Like, this big head? Like, I have to get custom hats big. It holds a big brain. And it is capable of big brain thinking. That's what I'm going to do. We're going to do some big brain stuff. Yeah, I was reading and then something hit me on an idea of how to do this Nightmare Cow. That's why I'm talking about my big brain. So we're going to try something, because what I forgot to mention, there's actually a caveat to that speedrun rules. I didn't, is this. I'm actually allowed to use claw weapons, and I wasn't using them. And there's one that hit me that actually might be a really good idea. I can both get it for free. I can put frost on it. I unfortunately can't give it bleed, but with those two alone, there's a third thing that comes with it once you see what it is. And some of you be like, Jack, why didn't you think of this the first time? Well, screw you, love Calypso. But yeah, I'm up late. I couldn't sleep. My big braining happened. Although the good news is now that I put now my computer's not Zawardoing, so I'm pretty happy about that. Now, if my idea works, this will be a massive time save. No. I can't although that would be a good one too. I think with the combination of me being allowed to do the cooperator summon and this big brain idea of mine and the weapon I'm going to be using, I think I'm going to turn my biggest obstacle into my greatest strength. Because I've got the biggest brain. The biggest, juiciest brain. Also means I got to change up my route a little bit. But how you doing, Nightmare? Why are you still awake? Yeah. Incidentally, the weapon I'm going to be using is not a really popular one. Oh, okay. The weapon I'm going to be using is actually not a very popular weapon in the slightest. Like, it's not one I've ever seen anyone, like, intentionally use. But it's actually one I kind of like. There's two weapons that are near it, and both of them are weapons that, like, I feel go under the radar. They're not the best by any stretch. They're probably not in the top 50. I'm going to need this. Oh, okay. I've got actually a video I'm editing for my Coffee Over Gaming. It's somebody. There are some random people talking about the idea that they might do a Dark Souls remake, not just another remaster, but a full remake. And they were like, "Oh, well, they'll put it on Unreal Engine 5." Like, no, please don't do that. We don't need a graphical upgrade on that. Maybe a little bit of an upscaling, but that's about it. If they were to do a remake, though, I have one thing on my wish list. Just one. Fix the Bed of Chaos fight. Make it mo better. I'll probably actually be doing more Let's Plays for this channel that aren't streams. Because I want to do one with Phoenix Point. Because that's actually like one of my earliest videos I've ever done was me playing the original Phoenix Point when it first came out. And it's changed so much since then. It's got like 5 DLCs, and they've like retweaked how everything evolves in it. So I kind of want to do another playthrough of it, and I'll probably just turn it into a Let's Play.
Then it summon me. I bequeath. It will some torrent. Treat him with.
This is going to be a lot of schlepping. Now, mind you, I've actually never beaten Demon Souls. Like, I was trying, like, there's a stream of me trying to play it, and then, like, I got so fucking pissed off trying to fight, like, the giant iron golem thing. I was like, I'm done. Like, I felt like, because I was using a little dagger, and it was, like, just doing nothing to it. It was like, I might as well have been using the broken sword. And, now, here's a big change. I don't need to pick up anything from the War Master. As much as I like the quick step, I actually don't need it anymore. It'd actually be a detriment. Soul level 1? Fuck you. I was actually going to do a soul level 1 run of this, or rune level 1. Which I actually still can't. I still intend to do it at some point. But right now I'm happy doing this speedrun challenge, versing my little sister. Thank you. I needed those. Ooh, what you got for me? Just beast liver. Okay. Dick! Oh, I'm watering. God damn it. I thought I'd fixed it.
Hello? Can you hear me? Help me. I'm stuck.
I still suspect me killing him might be a good idea, just to get the because the shard you get from him, or the talisman you get from even from doing his thing prematurely, is still pretty damn good. And it would, what I'm going to be doing, it would give it a slight boost. Not much of one, but a slight boost. Now, one of the big changes for my route is I will not be taking the Way Shrine that I've previously done. I actually don't even need to go this route anymore, actually, now that I think of it. Because I actually don't even really need I actually don't even need these runes right here. I'm still going to pick them up, because I don't need to buy anything anymore. At least not off the start. I can hang on to them until until I need to do smithing stone stuff. Yeah, because I'm not going to use the sleeping pots, because like doing the sleeping pots for Godfrey just doesn't feel worth it. What I might do is instead get the Claw Talisman, which I might take that extra second or two to figure out where you were talking about. Because getting the Claw Talisman would help me out no matter what build I'm doing. Especially because I'm going to have 4 talisman slots, and I'd rather not keep one empty. Because right now I focus on using the Axe Talisman, Source Seal. Although if I really wanted to, I could make that side stop to instead pick up the one that increases my damage as I hurt people. So far right now, everything should look the same. Oh, okay, I know what you're talking about now. Yeah, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I'm wondering if that detour will be worth it though for that talisman, because it's only like what, a 15% damage increase when I do the jump attacks. I'll consider it. I'm gonna go get the axe talisman. I'll make sure I get it. Like, because in theory, because I don't rely on the full charged attacks, I don't need it. But I'm gonna get it anyway. I just don't need the sleep ability to put people to sleep anymore. Well, I have to run past here anyway. I'll give it a try. I'll add it, but it won't show up into my list until I actually. Now that I think of it, that might work. Anyway, that will be late in the game. I have an idea that popped in my head that might work. It'll change up my route a little bit, but not too much. To get everybody off me real fast. Now here's where I'm going to tweak things. I'm going to go get my actual weapon that I'm going to be using. I don't have to spend anything on it. I have to upgrade it, obviously, but to get it, because it's not going to be the only downside is I'm going to be running through a dark cave to get it. Yep. It's got deadly poison, and I can put frost on it. And because I'm going to be getting the Hoarfrost Stomp, that makes a world of difference. I don't need to stop in that church. I'll lose out on bleed, which will hurt me in a couple fights. There's probably like a parkour route down there, but... Right now I'll consider it a success if I don't get attacked by any of the whatchamacallits, or the who's what's it's. Because I'm definitely going to need to make sure I get this, because I'm going to die multiple times. Like, actually schlepping through this cave is difficult for me. Off of that. Especially because I haven't actually upgraded anything yet. I'm at level SL0, or SL1, whatever you want to call it. Running through a decently high level cave where I'm already covered in Scarlet Rot. Last heal. I'm going to die in this cave no matter what. There is no avoiding that. All I care about is getting that weapon before that happens. Almost there, almost there, almost there. Fuck, the Zawardo's gonna get me killed! Oh my fuck. You know what killed me, right? You know what fucking killed me? That fucking stutter is what killed me. I almost had it. But then the game's like, nah. You're doing too well. First heal. Second heal. There we go. Now I don't care if I die or not. There's no way I'm beating the boss here, so. That's what I meant to do. It's exactly what I meant to do. Except for that wasn't what I meant to do. I'm off to a great start. 2 random deaths. For no reason. Why does it take me to a Stake of America? Oh! Was not expecting that. That was weird. Anyway, now for what I actually need to do. I need to get to Fort Faroth, get the other medallion, other half of the crest, I should say. Then I have to get my blue dancer talisman. All right, I'm at 20 minutes. I'm going to check something in options real fast. Also, I probably should just go ahead and close my Chrome stuff. Because time's actually, the thing actually is paused right now. Hang on, I gotta... I was actually lowering the graphic settings. Trying to stop the Zawarda effect that goes on. Doing this section always gives me so much anxiety. Because I can't stop and be careful. And it has a lot of, like, random jumps I need to be able to do. But once I get here, I'm pretty safe. We're gonna go to Stormhill Shack, and then we're gonna use this site of grace there to actually get kicked to the round hole table.
to determine if you have. It seems torrent, whereas I may. There is, but I can take gathering. Very let my hand.
Look at that butt.
Oh, I can't very well, that's it. You're no match loud, you're...
It would have been movement economy more efficient if I had waited until I got the Ash of War I need for this. For me to have done that. Parkour sections will never not be the part of any speedrun that doesn't make me nervous. I will always be nervous on parkour spots. That's what I was trying to say. Those are the words I was trying to get out of my mouth. Might need this later. By the way, my little sister was playing Elden Ring when I first started streaming. I'm pretty sure she's trying to figure out what she's going to do for next weekend. Or tomorrow, even, if she feels up for it. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be entertaining. Especially if I can get sub 2 hour. I'd be really happy with that. This later. later. I'm still getting hit by Zawardo. Sorry, I'm not being the most entertaining person. I'm sitting here just focusing on, like, my next step. Who's messaging me? Oh, okay. Make sure it was my sister. So, my big brain idea is I'm going to leverage the heavy poison and Hoarfrost Stomp on the Draconic Sentinel. Now, the reason why I said I'm going to take and make my biggest weakness into a strength is instead of stopping to kill the big dragon, which takes a good amount of time, like a good 10 minutes, I can get a fuck ton of runes from just killing him. The golden idea being that... Actually, I need to... anyway. The idea being I can take advantage of the fact that I can that I'm allowed to use a cooperator, and that I can do the Hoarfrost Stomp, and that I can apply poison, so that I can actually keep relatively hands off, but still provide a lot of. So now the weapon does poison, heavy poison. It now does cold, and I can do the stomp when I need to stay at range. I'm still sticking with the claw or fist. Now, the only thing I don't know off the top of my head how this will affect the other portions of like the different bosses. But if I can make it so that I can kill the Draconic Sentinel instead, which is something I have to do anyway, I can kill him relatively easy, and I can do it in place of killing the giant dying dragon. Then that saves me an epic fuck ton amount of time. Then it just comes down to me being able to take out. In fact, actually, at that point, only Morgoth is my only real challenge. I think everybody else I will have conquered. Because I can beat Godfrey. Although I should have upgraded my flasks a bit, because I know I have the golden seeds for it and all that, but I'll worry about that some other time. Hell, I haven't even set up my Wondrous Physics. So I'm actually probably setting myself up for failure. I'm going to have to take a slight detour then, because I didn't do it. There's a merchant up here who's got a Site of Grace. I'll just go snag it real fast. Screwing myself over, but fine. Honestly, I should have done all that back at back there. I'm not worried about my stats when doing this, because ultimately that's not going to matter too much. The poison buildup, yep, still's a watering. The poison buildup and the frost buildup are not going to be affected by any of my stats, which is what I'm leaning on. Here's where all the money comes in at. So I'm still going to summon the cooperator, assuming it lets me. There it is. I forgot to do this earlier. I also forgot to dual wield. Also found out if you stay shield side, you can get a lot of good hits in. He didn't even hit me. He he got me with the backhand again. But you can see what I'm doing. Without any real upgrades, I got that far on him. So this can be done. This can be done. I just got to not be dumb. Got the poison that I wanted. And I just need to make him forget I exist for a little bit. Goth, I really wish you would do more than just stand there. What am I paying you for? I was not near that attack. That was bullshit. I also just rolled too soon. The one thing I miss about having the quick step I would be circling around him so that wouldn't have touched me. Oh. It's fine. It's fine. Well, it's not fine, but it's fine. I'm still on a time save right now, so I'm not complaining too much. Should have just... The ice ran off just as I was approaching him. If I had just stayed back a second or two to put the ice back on him, that would have been an entirely different fight. God damn it. What the? I don't even know why. Well, I went to scratch my face at the wrong time. It's part of the reason. Okay. Let's lock in, everybody. Lock in. He's poisoned. That would have hit me. I don't think he's poisoned anymore. That saved me. That didn't. It was working until I got stuck on that rock. That was my own fault. I got stuck on a rock. If I had a way to stripping off the fire or ice immediately, that would also be helpful, which I could do with probably flame pots. That whole run went bad. We're still doing good. We're still doing good. Because once I get through this guy, I can immediately just knock out the two rune bearers, and then I'm just good. I'm golden. Damn it! I got too caught up in the attacks. I don't want to go through them and then come to fight... Like, because this guy's going to one-shot me even if I go through them first. I don't want to go through all of them just to get to him and then get stuck. It makes no difference. At least with this one, I can tell if this strategy is going to work at all. I rolled. Like, seriously, what the hell? Like, I'll push the roll button. I will do it. Even the camera will jerk like I'm gonna roll, and then it's like, nah, you got hit anyway. Like, the only way I could get even Momo better if I learned to parry him. I can do it from time to time, but I'm not consistent enough, because what you do is parry and knock him off the cliff. You know what? I'm gonna do this the dumb way. I forgot to drink my Wonders Physics, but we're gonna ignore that detail. I was not there. All right, let's do it this way then. I don't even know what just happened. Like, I was not near him. That was annoying. Let's see here. That same attack is what gets me every time, because I try to roll back, thinking, oh, I'll be safe if I roll back. But there's such a delay that I'm already out of my roll by the time he finishes it. I'm gonna go back to using Great Horn guy here in a minute. One time. I roll! I had been doing the exact same thing every time, and then it's like, this time, no. You thought you had something, but you didn't. Alright, let's see here. I'm going to summon in the Great Horn guy, because I was getting close with that one. I just needed to not be stupid. Because I just need to get it back in there, reapply the deadly poison, and then I can back off again. I want to stay on shield side, but I can't right now. Handle that. Why am I crouched? How? Did you see how far away I was? I was in a different zip code. He mailed me the attack. I almost fucking had him too. That's the annoying part. I'm trying to think, what else could I do to balance this out? Any time save I've already would have lost. Mind you, this is somebody I get stuck on no matter what. Oh, gotta go get him. I'm getting pissed. Because I don't want to tweak this so that I upgrade these weapons too much, because that takes away a lot of time. Because right now they're not doing much damage at all. Legitimately don't know how that one killed me. Alright. So the only ideas I have left would be to upgrade the weapons more. For that I would need to do that. Let me try this real fast. I've been using the blue dancer. Let me throw a Rod Against Source Seal on. See how much of a difference that makes. Mind you, I'm going to be going in with slightly less health, but that's fine. Not like I don't get one-shotted anyway. I couldn't even roll. Game wouldn't even let me fucking roll. Okay, we're going to try again now that I put the... Because I'm going to get one-shotted no matter what, so the +5 to all my stats might help. Are all physical stats, so it's upping my strength and dex, which should increase the damage some. Because I think it's C across the board. How does it get to do that? How? How? It gets to start an attack after I've already started mine and then turn and do it. Not fucking fair. I do think the poison, though, is part of the trick. Because it allows me to continuously damaging it even when I'm not actively damaging it. And I can still do Frost, with the Hoarfrost Stomp allowing me to keep building it up even when I'm not able to get close to it for one reason or another. Yep. Yep. Because I was trying to avoid going to get all the upgrades done to it, because that's a lot of side pathing I have to do. But the damage difference might be just so great without me doing those upgrades that I don't have the ability. That almost got me. I don't know why I'm bothering to heal. I never stopped spamming circle. I did pressed it. I think I pressed R1 twice, then spam circle. It's like, nah, you gotta go through like 15 combos. There's my last attempt, and then I might just go do the upgrades to see how much of a difference. Go get the upgrades for my weapons, just to see how much of a difference the fight becomes once I start actually powering up this weapon. I hadn't attacked him in forever, and he just like about faces to hit me. What the fuck? The aggro on that was stupid. All right, we're gonna jump and go see about doing what the upgrades would look like. I gotta go get the bell bearings for them, which isn't that big of a deal. It just sucks. And then the next attempt, I won't try to. I'll get the upgrades for the weapons done, then go kick his ass, then go after. problems is this weapon is no longer a striking weapon. It's a slash pierce, so I won't have as much of advantage during this boss fight. Didn't need to do that, but I don't want to take chances. There's a lot of fuckery that can happen. I usually like sending that elevator up over there just in case something happens here. Curious what they were mining. It was yellow, which means it was probably a regular smithing stone. I don't know why I always jump over there and grab that somber smithing stone. Gotta wait for an opening. That wasn't an opening. That was close. Alright, now I've got her. I just gotta keep hitting her. Fortunately, I'm not really doing that much damage to her, but hey, we're gonna ignore that detail. Honestly, I'm surprised that ice actually works on her.
matter. Lay out your arm.
This won't be enough for a full upgrade, so what I'll probably do is go fight the forced version of Margaret, or however the fuck he calls himself in his original version. Go take that out, because I can do that. It would also give me a second talisman. Be enough for quite a few upgrades.
Back already, no matter.
Alright, let's go take him out. He is a bit of an obstacle, too, in his own way. Because you're doing it so early and you have so few resources. Because the only other idea I have top of my head would involve a spirit summon. There's a spirit summon you can get that's the wolves, or not the wolves, but it's the T-Rex ones that do Scarlet Rot. You can get one. It would die off the bat, almost. But if I can get it to cause Scarlet Rot, and then I cause my poison on top of that. I don't need to do this, but I am. Its health would pretty much melt. What the hell? I'm glad I got that side of grace outside. I should have changed. I forgot to change my talisman, so I wasn't using my blue dancer talisman, which he would have died if I was using that. I was still using my charge talisman. But the damage was a significant increase from that alone. Alright, let's check out the difference when I throw the blue dancer talisman on. That is an increase. He canceled out of that? I've never seen him do that. What was that? I've never seen him do that. He canceled out of one of his attacks that I've never seen him cancel out of, where he's like winding up for an attack. I've parried that fucker. Hell, I could probably go in there with parry and kill him. I've done it before. Like, it's just being disrespectful right now. It's like, you know what? You think you know what you're doing. I was not near him! Where's take out poison. So so the poison's not doing as much as I think it should. Yeah, so maybe using the poison isn't the idea. But like that was my big brain. Big brain didn't work. There was like 3 times I pushed the button and it does nothing. I have full stamina, it does nothing. I fucking hate this. It's got like, I don't know what it is, but all of a sudden the game does not want to listen to me. There's like this weird delay between everything I do. At least that's what it feels like. He cancels out of it. I've never seen him do that. Got him that time. There, I now have some runes, and I have another talisman slot. Now let's go see, because if I go that route, power up these weapons, get 2 talisman slots, then maybe I can make a bit of a difference. If that doesn't work, then maybe getting the claw talisman will make up the remaining difference. Won't be able to fully upgrade it, but that's something. Actually, since I've already lost, like, I'm not going to make the time. Let me go see about getting the claw talisman.
Well, I took you've no man to lay out your own.
I did say I'd check it out, see if it was worth getting. Or if the routing wasn't too bad.
You there? it tightly. God, you'll breach. Well, but of course.
The gates! Open the gates!
First time he came through, I fully expected those statues to get up and try to kill me. I was so fucking intimidated because this is back when like the Fallen Knights were like the scariest thing to me. Do that to reset everything. Oh my donkey dick. All the times, like, this has just been bad RNG for me. Like, legit bad RNG. There's been so many times I've just dodged through that like it's nothing, and this time it's like, not this time. He attacked through his ally to get to me, and it, of course, doesn't do shit to them. Like, once again, just bad RNG. Spam rolling. Definitely not fighting that silently. I hope he jumps off the cliff. Oh, son of a whore. I made that jump. Now I don't know if I grabbed the site of grace just outside of it. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Sorry, I'm done. On the next.